In this video, you'll learn about the classification of bones.
The skeleton consists of 206 bones in total, and we categorize those bones as either axial or appendicular. Here in the illustration, the lighter gray color is used for the axial skeleton, which consists of 80 bones found along the central axis, along the midline of the body. This includes the skull, made of 29 bones, the vertebral column, which consists of 26 bones, and the thoracic cage, which consists of 24 ribs and 1 sternum. And then the bluish green color in the illustration is used to show the appendicular skeleton, which is located in the limbs, and also the girdles which attach the limbs to the axial skeleton. For example, the pectoral girdle attaches the upper limb, and the pelvic girdle attaches the lower limb. There are 126 bones in the appendicular skeleton. Bones are also classified by shape. We have long bones, flat bones, irregular bones, short bones, and sesamoid bones. All of the long bones are found in the appendicular skeleton and have the characteristic shape of a narrow, long central shaft called a diaphysis, and 2 expanded ends called the epiphyses. In the upper extremity, the humerus is the long bone found in the brachial region. The radius is a long bone found in the lateral antebrachial region, the forearm. And the ulna is a long bone found in the medial antebrachial region. The metacarpals are found in the palmar region, and the phalanges are found in the digits. Notice that the metacarpals and phalanges are long bones because they have the shape of a long bone with a long central diaphysis and expanded epiphyses. Even though they're relatively small bones, they still have the shape of a long bone. In contrast, short bones are box-shaped, and the carpals and tarsals found in the carpal and tarsal regions are examples of short bones that have a boxy shape. Flat bones have a broad surface. For example, the flat bone shown in the illustration here is the sternum. Other examples of flat bones include the scapula, clavicle, frontal bone, parietal bone, occipital bone. The frontal, parietal, and occipital bones are all bones of the cranium. The ribs are flat. And the nasal bones in the face, lacrimal bones, which are found in the medial portion of the orbit, the vomer, which is found in the inferior of the nasal region, forming a septum, the inferior part of the nasal septum, that is a separation between the left and the right portions of the nasal cavity. And the coxal bone, the hip bone, the coxal bones, there's a left and a right, are also flat bones. A sesamoid bone is a small, flat bone that is embedded within a tendon. The most familiar example of a sesamoid bone is the patella or kneecap. The flat bone on the anterior of the knee is embedded within the patellar tendon. Irregular bones have a complex shape, and so they don't fit into the category of long, short, or flat. Then we consider them to have an irregular shape. The vertebrae are examples of regular bones, shown here in the illustration. The temporal bone of the cranium is also irregular. And within the temporal bone are the incus, malleus, and stapes, 3 very small bones. The smallest bone in the body is the stapes, and these 3 small bones, also known as the auditory ossicles, are found inside of the temporal bone. The sphenoid bone is found in the floor of the cranium and is another irregular bone. And just anterior to the sphenoid bone in the cranium is the ethmoid bone, forming the roof of the nasal cavity, another irregular shaped bone. Then in the face, the zygomatic bone found in the buccal region, the cheekbone in the superior buccal region is the zygomatic bone. The maxillae, which are the upper jaw bones, and the mandible, the lower jaw bone. The palatine bones, which are found in the roof of the mouth, posterior portion of the roof of the mouth, and the inferior nasal conchae, which are found in the lateral inferior regions of the nasal cavity, and also the hyoid bone found in the cervical region, the superior cervical region, just inferior to the mandible, is another irregular bone. The hyoid bone is an unusual bone in that it's located in the inferior region of the skull, but does not form any bony attachments. It's only held in place by ligaments and muscles.